Hi everybody, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching my tutorial today. So I'm going to show you how to make these Gatefold Concertina cards. I've got this one here using the Dovecraft Butterfly Kisses and this one using the brand new Dovecraft Finding Paradise. This is the one I made during a Facebook Live. So you just take the belly band off and then you open up the sides and you have this piece that will kind of pop out. It's like a spring. Really lovely display. And you've got the belly band there with it as well. Got all the butterflies that I fussy cut, and if you want to see this one being made, then I'll share the Facebook Live in the description box. And then on the back you've got all that space to be able to stamp and write your message. But for today's tutorial I wanted to use the new Finding Paradise, so this is just some of the collection. And you can see, take the belly band off, and then here's the inside. So I've kept it kind of still plain because I'm unsure the occasion that I'm going to give this for, so I will add more to it, like another sentiment or something nearer the time. But you can see those beautiful papers, and again just that lovely shape to this card. Also, make sure you stay around towards the end of this tutorial because there's a fantastic giveaway from Craft Label. So let's get into the tutorial. So this is the Finding Paradise collection. So you've got here die cut shapes, you've got washi tape, stamps, pegs, frames. The toppers I'm using today along with the papers, but you've also got these alphabet stickers and some of the rub-ons there, and there's some other bits as well. So check the links below and look at my unboxing. It was one of my what did I get. It's more towards the end of that video. I'll link it up here and you can see all of this in more detail. But I've chosen my papers here and I've cut them all to size. We'll go through those measurements in a moment. First of all, we'll start off with the main card, which is your gatefold. So you want a piece of cardstock that is 10.5 by 7 inches. Along the 10.5 side, you want to score at 2.5, 2 3/4, 7 3/4, and 8. Okay, so nice and easy, and then you can just fold and burnish those score lines and you'll have that small little spine on the side, and that will be enough to hold the dimension of the concertina fold inside. Okay, so now when you close that, you'll see the shape that you've got, and once we've got the belly band around there. Then for the concertina, you'll want 2 pieces that are 10.5 by 7, okay, and you're going to score at 2.5, 5, 7.5, and 10. You can do 11 if you want. If you want to have this as a larger tab, then you can do. I think it was 11 when I done the Facebook Live, but 10.5 is going to be fine. Like I said, you'll want 2 of them. We're going to turn them into this shape in a moment. And then I've just got a piece here for the belly band. So this is just A4 length. 11 will be fine, and it's 1 inch. And then I've got this just random little strip here, which is just going to be to connect the front section. And it's just over 1, 1 1/4, even 1 will be fine by 3. It was actually just a piece of scrap, so I just grabbed that. Next, you want to grab these 2 pieces. They'll be exactly the same, and you're going to mark up 2 inches on the opposite end. So you've to the tab. So you've got your 1/2 inch tab here. The opposite end, come up from the bottom 2 inches. So just put a little pencil mark there, and then you're going to connect. If you just fold the 1/2 inch piece over, you're going to, I say connect, you're going to cut from that pencil line up to this corner of this score line, this fold. So not to the corner of the card, but just up to the corner there. So I'm just going to lay that down, make sure the blades hits right on that fold, and then move this end until it lines up. Make sure I'm in shot there. Lines up with the pencil mark just down here. Once you're happy you've got everything lined up, just cut that away, and you can do that on both pieces. Okay, and then you're going to fold. So this one here, you can see we've got our fold that's facing, well, it's folded so it's facing towards the right hand side. This one you want to fold so it's facing towards the left hand side, and then concertina fold everything down. So you will have, once they lay next to each other, you'll have this shape. So you'll see both of the ends face each other, and then the tabs face away from each other. And then if you just snip the top, this is a good little tip from Simone when I was doing the live. If you just snip that away, then you don't see any of your joins when we put the card together. Okay, so you want that shape with both of your pieces. Next, what we need to do is we need to add cut lines in the middle fold. So you've got your first one, second one, last fold. It's the middle fold on both pieces that we're going to look at. If you just open them up, you're going to cut down halfway on one of them, and you're going to cut up to halfway on the other one. I'm just eyeballing it with a pencil, and then just grab your scissors, and I'm actually cutting away the score line. So I'm going to come down to that pencil line, and then I'm going to come over to the other side and completely remove it. So you'll have about a 1/8 of an inch, a couple of mil gap, which is what you want. It means your card's going to slide in nicely. Okay, so you can see the shape that I've cut out there. So I've cut from the top down. This one I want to cut up from the bottom. And if you haven't cut too much, you can always go back into it. And if it's too loose, it doesn't matter, because it's once we attach it to the card and you attach the front, it will all sort itself out. So you can't really go wrong with this. Just, yeah, cut away 2 pieces like that. And then if you pop them back into the shape that they were before, like this, you're going to, if I open it up, you're going to feed them so they lock into each other like this. And can you see I'm a little bit, just a tiny bit shy there. And I think that's just because of this little bit here. So for eyeballing it, I didn't do too badly. So I'm just going to take another little bit out like so. And now when I slide that in, it should, yeah. Actually, I've gone a little bit too far now, but like I said, that doesn't matter, because once we stick this to the back of the card and then we attach these pieces, it's all going to come together. So now, when you fold it all, that's how it's going to look, like this. So you should have your 2 folds that end facing each other, and then at the top they're facing away from each other. Okay, that's now ready for us to stick in the card. So you want to open this up. Now if you want to put matte layer, a solid matte layer on the back of this, you can, but I've got 2 strips ready, and I'll give you the measurements to those in a moment. But you can see now that is going to stick inside, and you'll be able to close the doors there, and it all conceals nicely. So I'm going to use a liquid glue. I'm going to stick one at a time, because it's quite easy to lift up and pop the other one into place. So just open it up a bit so you can get your glue in there. Okay, and then keeping it all together, you can line it up like so until that's grabbed, and then I can just come over, fold it all over, and then just run your glue all the way down here, and then just fold, open it up, and then just fold it back down like so. Okay, so now I've got my mats and layers here. So what I've gone and done is I've just cut a load of 2 1/4 inch strips. It's from the 8x8 pad. So I'll just bring it in here, and you can see you've got all these lovely designs. So I've just pulled some out that I thought would work well together. So they're all 2 1/4. Every single strip that you do will be 2 1/4, because it's a 2 1/2 section that we're working on. But I've got 2 that are 2 1/4 by 6 3/4. And they are for the front here. Okay, so they're going to go on there, and then I've got, I think I'm going to have this topper with the belly band for the front. So that's what's going to seal the card up. So you want 2 pieces, 2 1/4 by 6 3/4. I then have these lovely ones here. So I need to trim these down, but again, these are going to be 2 1/4 by 6 3/4, and they're going to go down the side. Just love that print. I've then got these 2 strips, again 2 1/4 by 6 3/4, and I've just embossed them with this lovely bark design, and they're going to go on the very back, and they're going to cover that join. You can see they fit in there perfectly like so. So I'm just going to trim that down and get those 6 pieces all stuck down. Okay, so that's all stuck down. Then I've got these 2 pieces here, again 2 1/4 wide, and they're going to go in here. So the height of these is, what have I got here? 6 1/2, bang on. But what's easiest to do is to pop it in here until you get it up to a nice kind of equal border. So whatever border you've got here on the left, you want that to kind of start coming down at the top there. and then I'm just going to mark with a pencil where it hits the top of this next one here. I'll give the measurement as well, but it's just, a lot of people like to just mark the kind of matte layers with a pencil and do it this way, especially when you're working on like angles. So then I'm just going to cut across there. So this side will be 5.5. So you've got 6.5 and then 5.5. Well, this is the way you'll want to cut it. And then I can just go down like so. Now you can slide both of those in there and you'll get that nice white border like so. And again, put that one on this side here. Okay, so I'm going to get those two stuck down. Now also when you go to stick them down, just take it apart just for these two here, because I started doing this during the live and then carried on sticking them all down while it was open like this, and then all I'd done is decorated the inside and you never saw any of it, or the back side should I say. So yeah, you only want to do it for these ones. So I'm just gonna pop that there and you see you get a nice perfect matte layer. Okay, and then just pop those back together again. All right, so then I've got these yellow pieces here, and this is just over 5 1/4. It's in between 5 1/4 and 5 3/8 by again 2 1/4. I'm going to pop that in there and you'll see it comes up perfectly where I need it to be here. So I'm just going to come down this side. I'm just going to mark again. I'll give you the measurement in a second, but just want to show you if you just want to do it this way. So that side was just over 5 1/4. This one here is bang on 4 1/4. So I'm just going to lay that one down and you'll see there we've got a nice equal border. And again, I'm going to put the two sides together and then just cut across. So I'll pop all these measurements in my blog, but I wanted to do it this way just to show you how you can do it. I think a little bit kind of quicker this way really, just by laying this piece down and then just marking with a pencil. So again, I'm just going to stick all that down, and then I'm back again with my pattern paper, which is going to go in here. So let's just lay this one down just so I can work out your size. So it will be 2 1/4 by 4 1/8. And then on this side, you're going to come down, or you're going to cut from, it's bang on 3 inches. Okay, so just come up 3 inches and mark with a pencil. And again, you'll see that fits in there perfectly. And then I can just back those up and then just trim this away. I'm going to stick those there, and I'll just give you the measurements for the last as well, because then I can get that all down together. So again, 2 1/4 by, this is 2 3/4 high, and you want to come up 1 3/4. So again, I'll just grab that one and just cut across. And then you can see they're going to go perfectly in there. All right, so I'm just going to get those 4 stuck down. Okay, so that's all done. The next step is up to you really if you want to do it. We're going to attach some cardstock behind this so that we have that effect. You might want to just keep it open. So I have this piece which I gave you the measurements for at the beginning, and I'm going to grab my quick grab glue here and just pop that all along the back here. Okay, and then if you lay the card flat, pop this piece of card kind of just so it sits equally over the folds there, and then just close that over the top. Just give that a minute to grab. Okay, so that's stuck in there nicely, and then you just want to fold it out like so, so it just means that when the card opens you can see you get that nice shape. Now I was going to go for this on the inside, but I don't like those yellows together. This one actually works much better, which is what I was going to have on the front. So I'm going to change my belly band strip to pink, and I'm going to have the flamingo on the front instead. But you've also got the parrot, that looks really cool, and then you've got the tiger there as well. You could do something with that one if you wanted to. So I've got this strip here because we need to attach that onto the card. So this is 3 by 3/4 of an inch. Along the 3-inch side, you just want to score at 1 and 2, and then at 1/2 inch and 2 1/2. So I'll just repeat that. So it's actually 1/2 inch, 1, 2 and 2 1/2. Okay, so you'll have this 1-inch section in the middle and then these 4 1/2-inch sections either side. And then you want to fold it so you have this shape. As you see, I've got the 1-inch section there and then those 1/2-inch pieces. But you should have that effect. Then you want to pop some glue on the 2 outer tabs, like so. Keep those together. Now, where they join, that needs to sit over the join of this piece here. And I'm going to do it quite near the top. So I'm going to just pop that down like so. If it's a bit crooked and stuff, don't worry too much because your topper you can straighten up when you pop it on there. But can you see now that goes right across the fold of this piece here. But you have this flat surface popping out, which is what you're going to pop your topper on. So now I can just stick that onto there and that will stay straight whilst all of this has that lovely shape behind. So again, I'm just going to pop some glue on that piece there. And then, like I said, if that's crooked underneath, it doesn't matter because you'll make sure this is straight on top. But now you have your topper, and I've got all this space ready to decorate further when I decide who I'm going to give this to. But that is how you create this style card, and it's just so much fun. You can build up leaves and things behind here. The butterflies that I showed you at the beginning, I stuck all on, you know, these parts, but I think I'm going to bring in some of my other tropical dies that I've got and have bits and pieces coming out of this. Like I said, when I decide what occasion this is going to be used for, it's more than likely going to be a birthday card, but I might also just send it as a nice kind of hello, just because kind of card. And then for the back, I would just cut a piece of coloured paper, 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and then put a white piece over the top, which is 4 1/2 by 6 1/2, and you can stamp and write your message there. So let's just quickly finish the belly band. Okay, so it's the same length that I gave you before. You just want to sit it over the card, like so. And then you're going to bring around the sides so they overlap. You want it tight that it's going to stay on, but not too tight that someone's going to struggle taking it off. So I always like to keep mine just that little bit looser. I'm just going to pop some glue in the middle there. Just hold that in place. And then I've just got some foam tape here. I'm just going to pop that over the top. And then I can grab my topper and pop that in the middle there. Okay, so there you have your belly band. You can slide that off and then open up the card and it will all pop out, and it's really easy for that person to know what to do with it, and they can kind of just arrange it how they want, but it displays really, really nicely. With the belly band, I always just then like to kind of re-burnish those folds there, just kind of tidies it up a little bit, and again like so. There you go, you can see you get a much nicer finish there. So I'll just bring back in the butterfly kisses one that I've done here. And again, you can see all those lovely butterflies on there with that lovely topper. And then I did do a little bit of fussy cutting. I turned the camera off and just kind of looked at it again and thought, no, I need to add some more to it. So now you can see when you open it, I've got these lovely parrots, and then the leaves are from my own stash, but the parrots are just fussy cut. I've said those words, fussy cut, from the large 12 by 12 sheet, and you can see them here. As soon as I saw this, I just thought they definitely need to be cut out, so I can get loads more from there, but that's from the 12 by 12. But you could also cut the ones on the 8 by 8 pad, but I think it now, you can see what I mean with the plain colour behind it, really does make whatever you know attach really does pop. And I think they look really, really pretty. I'm very, very pleased with how these ones have come together. So as always, a massive thank you to Craft Label for sending me this product. I always love receiving the new collections. And they've also very kindly given the whole bundle as a giveaway prize. So all you need to do is comment below what you love most about this collection. And in a week's time, so next Wednesday, because this video goes up at midday Wednesday BST, so I'll choose the winner the following Wednesday, and I'll let Craft Label know, and they will get this posted out to you. You have to be a UK resident, you have to be over 18, and you have to make sure that you are subscribed to my channel, as well as subscribing to the Craft Label YouTube channel, and I'll share all their other social media platforms below as well, so you can check them out, and also the link to the store. So if you want to buy any of this collection, you can use my discount code, which is valid till the end of the month, and that will be in the description box. So everything you need to know will be there, but the main thing to stand a chance of winning the whole bundle is to comment below, and in a week's time, like I said, I will choose one of the lucky winners. So yeah, best thing to do is just check out all the links below. All the information will be there, and I'll be back again very soon with more fun tutorials. Thanks for watching. Bye.